Okay, so I decided I had to make this video response because nobody seems to be taking this position. Instead, everyone is saying, well, there's both sides to this. But what these people aren't considering is that regardless of whether this pastor should have just stepped out of the car to avoid getting his ass kicked, there's the simple fact that we have Fourth Amendment rights for a reason. We have a right against search without probable cause. And that is what happened here. Saying that you should give up your rights to avoid trouble is ridiculous. And that's exactly what would have been happening had he decided to step out of his car and had these cops searched him illegally. Some people have come on here and said, okay, well, this pastor's just doing it for attention. He's just looking to bother these cops. He does this all the time. But even if that's true, these cops get paid a lot of money for a job that only requires a high school education. They get paid a lot of money because they have to deal with people like this. And you don't do it illegally. You don't do it by illegally searching them or using ridiculous amounts of force because the person is giving you a hard time. Giving a cop a hard time is not reason for them to beat you. I'm not sure where people are coming up with this opinion, like, you know, maybe if some guy was giving you a hard time in another situation, you might have a point. But this isn't just a random social situation. These cops are professionals. It's their job to deal with people like this, and it is their job to do it legally. I can't imagine the argument that there was any justification for what the cops have done here. Unless there's a lot more to this video that has not been shown, which is possible. But even then, they could have broken one of his windows and told him, get out or we're tasing you, and then tased him, rather than the sort of sudden thing they did. The guy was not presenting a threat. He never once said, stay out, I'm armed, or anything like that. He was sitting there covering his eyes obediently. I think the amount of force they used was ridiculous. And I think they did it because they were pissed off. And it's their job not to be pissed off. It's their job to follow the law that they are supposed to be enforcing.